Guys, welcome back to another video. Today is just a quick talk about AJ Daniel Dubois. So that fight is coming up really soon at Wembley Stadium in my home country in England, and it's gonna be a banger. I believe that the tickets are already sold out, so you know that it's a very popular fight when the tickets sell out, especially at Wembley, because it holds a lot of people. As you know, Carl Froch, 80,000 at Wembley, as he always says. But I think that AJ Dubois has sold out more tickets than that already. Anyway, I know I've done a few other videos on this, but I think, I'm going to tell you right now, that I've changed my mind. I think that this fight is going to actually end very quickly. I don't see it going the distance by any means. I think AJ is going to stop him by the 6th or the 7th round. It's definitely not going into the championship rounds. If it does, I'll be highly surprised. Here's my reasoning behind it. When it comes to speed, AJ's faster, quicker on the punch. When it comes to punch accuracy, AJ's faster. Or I should say, more accurate. When it comes to combination punching, AJ has a wider variety of the types of combinations that he can put together, whereas Daniel Dubois' combinations are kind of textbook, and he does the same thing throughout the whole fight. And I think AJ's got a longer reach, and he has a much better jab than Daniel Dubois. And I think once Daniel tastes some of the AJ power, I think he's going to revert back to some of his old habits that he did previously before he beat Big Baby Miller and Filip Hrgović. I would be happy if Daniel won, or I'd be happy if AJ won. I'm actually a fan of both of them, and I think Daniel Dubois has done a good job of reinventing himself. AJ's done a good job of reinventing himself, even though people say AJ's not fought anybody, everybody he's fought's been a bum. He's still traumatized since Andy Ruiz. First of all, let's use some common sense. First of all, he came back, he beat Andy Ruiz, and he wasn't gun shy, he just stuck to the game plan. And the game plan was, don't get in there and mix it up with him, because Andy's hands, almost dropped the phone, Andy's hands are quicker. So, he stayed at a distance, jab, 1-2, bang, big right hand, and he basically, I don't think Andy won one round of that fight. Lost all 12 rounds in the same way that Deontay Wilder lost all 12 rounds to Joseph Parker. So it was a dominant performance. That's why after the fight, he was happy and he said it was a masterclass of boxing. And it's true. Go back and watch the fight again. Andy didn't win one round. I mean, it was an easy beatdown for AJ. And Andy wasn't in shape to keep up with the pace of AJ. AJ dropped weight, if you remember. I think he dropped about 20 pounds so he could be lighter to box and move. So that was one comeback fight. He lost to Usyk. The first fight, Usyk was extremely dominant. The second fight, AJ was winning all the way up until about the 7th or 8th round, and then he tried to get Usyk out of there. Wasn't able to. Blew his load in the 8th, and then Usyk basically dominated the rest of the fight. And it was not a unanimous decision, it was a split decision. So he didn't get destroyed by Usyk in either one of the fights. He was never in jeopardy of being knocked out. Even at the end of the first fight, where he's bobbing and weaving and Usyk's throwing all these punches, most of those punches he avoided. So it wasn't like Fury, where he's flying all over the ring and the ref saved him. Then we go to the Jermaine Franklin fight, which he fought extremely safe. That is fair. Then he fought Helenius, which he was supposed to fight Dillian Whyte, but Dillian Whyte tested positive for performance enhancing drugs. Then he knocks out Helenius. Bear in mind, his game plan in training and sparring was not for Helenius, it was for Dillian Whyte. So sometimes you struggle getting the distance, which he was doing for most of the fight, because Hellenius is 6'9", and he was practicing and sparring people that were about 6'3". So it is different. That's probably the reason he lost to Andy Ruiz in the first place, was because he was training for Big Baby Miller, not Andy Ruiz. Two totally different fighters. Anyway, if you didn't know, Hellenius then pops for performing enhancers for after the AJ fight. Then he goes on to fight who? Otto Warlin. Otto Warlin, they say, was Tyson Fury's biggest challenge, and everyone was saying that AJ's going to struggle with Otto. AJ's going to struggle, and guess what? He didn't struggle. He battered him by, what, the 5th round or the 6th round. He quit on his stool. Then Fury has a very close fight. Some say he lost it to Francis Ngannou. Ngannou put Fury down on the canvas. What does everybody say then? It's basically 50-50 that AJ's going to lose. AJ goes in, knocks him down in the first round, finishes the fight in the second round. So all of these boxing pundits and experts, when he fought these people, they said, oh, AJ's going to have trouble with him. This guy's a great fighter. This guy's really good. He's up and coming. But AJ batters him. And as soon as he batters him, then they say, oh, he wasn't that good in the first place. And it's going to be the same thing with Daniel Dubois. They're going to say, when AJ beats him, oh, well, Daniel's not a seasoned champion. The belt was given to him because it was vacated by Usyk. So he's damned if he does and he's damned if he don't. So either way, I'm rolling with AJ for this, just because he's more experienced and he's got more skills. If Daniel Dubois wins, so be it. I like Daniel as well. He's an up-and-coming fighter, and he's got a promising future ahead of him. But let me know what you think. Who do you think? Who you got winning this fight? Give me a percentage. My percentage is 85% AJ, 15% Daniel Dubois. Either one of them is going to be by KO, not points. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.